Welcome back to the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach. Round 3 heats unfolding, and we are just about to see our Jeep leader hit the lineup. Matt Wilkinson in the yellow jersey coming into this contest after a win on the Gold Coast, up against one of the exciting rookies. Kanoa Igarashi, the Californian, will be wearing the blue jersey. Ronnie Blakey with Ross Williams.
Competitively, he seems to make all the right decisions.
Well, this is the Jeep ratings leader, Matt Wilkinson. Didn't expect to see him wearing this yellow jersey coming into the Bells. But it's looking pretty comfy at the moment as he drives up vertically over the foam. Grab rail bottom turn. And just flowing through to the inside. He's been doing so well at finishing off his waves of late. Hasn't dropped the heat yet this year, and a huge finish. And he hangs on. Not sure if in years past Matt Wilkinson's had that core strength. Competitors not really coming out and stating their intentions, Barton, earlier on. And Matt Wilkinson, I think he's been one of these competitors in recent years who's been happy to qualify, and obviously the goal was getting a CT victory. Do you think the goal has changed now that he's on top of the world?
Oh, but definitely. I think the goal now, but I suppose you do get to that place where you just go, every wave I want to surf to the best of my ability, every heat I compete in I want to win, and you just keep yourself present, keep yourself in that moment and not let those thoughts get too far ahead. You know, when you're at home alone you can't help but have those thoughts, but in the moment you've just got to keep it present. Look at him, and that's what enables you to do this type of surfing. If you're in your head and not physically present and in your body, you're going to have all sorts of trouble. And Wilco's, you know, he's a smart guy, but he's a little unassuming too, isn't he? You know, he's not one of those big, loud type of characters. He's kind of, he's gregarious in his own way, but it was never really that ambitious. My idea here was Wilco, though.
Matt Wilkinson's going to drive out onto the open face. Can take a different line on his backhand. Has quite a bit of variety as he climbs up over that foam. Aggressive. Driving up into the lip again and bashing that oncoming section. Matt Wilkinson, he has that drawn out bottom turn, as Barton Lynch stated before, can drive around the foam and get his board vertical, but the end of that ride was very tricky and hard to deal with. But
for Kanoa to chase down, that's going to put a lot of pressure on the young fella. Here's the replay.
Wow, just, you know, this is, as you said, Ronnie, one of the best turns we've seen in this contest. And again, it's all about, I hate to beat it up, but that bottom turn really set him up perfectly for it. Good flow right there. How seamless was that for a sketchy whitewash climb, but that was so square. I love the fact that, you know, if you drew lines on his trail on that top turn, it was literally a square turn. So just a massive off the top for Wilco. And, you know, even though he didn't finish that inside move, BL, I don't think the judge is going to care.
No, it's all here. Look where he's behind the whitewater, and he's able, because he's coming from behind it, he's able to get up into that pocket and make the most of this section. Look at it. 12 o'clock vertical, throws the tail out. That's a painted. They're the type of turns we saw at J Bay from him last year, type of turns we saw at Snapper, and that's his bread and butter, and it's enough. He's bread and butter. He doesn't need anything more than that, just bread and butter.
But maybe swinging here. Having a look at this one. In a good position with a section coming his way. Smooth re-entry to get started. Just hanging back, waiting for the open face to come back to him. And now he'll try and add some big points on the inside. Drives up into that first section, hits it, and really he's sitting out there a long way from where Matt Wilkinson was doing all that damage, so he has no idea what this next score is going to come through at. It has dropped to 7.8 for Matt Wilkinson. Competitors to turn a heat with a single move, because it's so hard to find that one big clean section. But Kanoa, beautiful turn to get started there, Ross.
Beautiful, yeah. I like the bottom turn into it. He had a lot of drive. You know, he was going places with that maneuver. And again, he saw down the line that he had a lot of space to cover, a lot of ground to cover. But this inside section right here, pretty sharp little snap. So
one. Here he goes. Taking off prone. He's got some steep wall to work with here. Climbs up onto that first section. A solid hit to get started. He's going to get back out in front of it. Cutting back now. And he'll seek a big finish. to claw his way out of combination. Hangs on that bottom turn, just loses a little bit too much speed, and as a result gets caught up and takes a fall. 9 minutes to go.
And in fact he did, Ronnie. So all that clean canvas, let's see what he can do with it. Buckets. Wow, much more drawn out effort there. And just got a little frisky. You know, Wilco's comfortable with releasing those fins, but once you start drifting into whitewash, there's no guarantees. You know, there's a lot of times you don't reconnect with the wave. Obviously it didn't pan out for him that time. You can see all the extra chop. So the first wave of the set, it's ironing out all those bumps in the water. But here's Kanoa trying to, you know, get some surfing done on this wave. So he's waiting for that wave to wall back up. He knows he has to bide his time for that one closer, and just had no speed to finish that maneuver off.
And he does elect to go. Let's see what kind of damage the 18-year-old can get done on this wave. While driving down the line. Here's a nice steep piece of wall to work with, but he just bogs down as he tries to lay his board on rail.
You'd think we're going to be on those big right-handers, but you never know. The box, North Point, there's a lot in play.
Well, Matt Wilkinson will get the win here. His heat score total could grow as he starts to attack. Nice backhand snap. Keeps going to that grab rail bottom turn, just helping him to smooth these tricky lines out. Looking to better a 7.67, doesn't get the finish on this ride. That's no dramas. With 35 seconds to go, Kanoa Igarashi throwing everything at it out the back. Doesn't complete that turn. And heat 4 of round 3 is all but over.
It's hard work paid off for him. You know, this is a proud moment for him. You know, he's handled this heat. I know Kanoa didn't get to put up a fight for him, but that start, 7.67, 7.8, that was really impressive for Wilco. You know, it just looks like the training, the effort, the seriousness, it's paying off for him.
And surfing like a world #1.